What's up, y'all? This is the HighThoughts podcast.
Indeed it is.
I know you've been
HighThoughts.
waiting for a minute, had to let my ad-libs kick in, but we here, baby.
Here.
Better late than never. So I got my do-rag on because it's so wavy in here right now that you might drown.
Might drown. It's your boy M7M, Mind Over Matter. Some are familiar, some are not. Get to know the boy.
All right, so we're gonna cut to the chase right here. This right here about our podcast that we have going. I wanted to kind of reach out, and I felt like this was a good way to do it. I could touch a lot of people at once and let y'all know how I feel about stuff. Y'all can also, mention me, go on the Twitter league comments, let me know how y'all feel about stuff.
Yeah, definitely want to put our outlook in the world, and we want you to share yours with us. This is a platform for everybody to share their thoughts, feelings, reasons, all of that.
So, this is the first episode. I know y'all probably like, man, I don't even really know these guys. We don't know each other, so we're gonna all get to know each other today.
Yeah, we really don't know each other well.
So, Brittany, if you want to tell them, a little bit how this came about.
Hey, this came about, well, first off, me and the homie definitely have some history. We used to ride the school bus back in the days, like on the way to school, middle school, high school, all of that, you know what I'm saying? So we always had friends that knew each other, and, we were always around each other, but as of recent, we were working at the same place, man, so after a long day of being locked in that motherfucker, we took a little, hey, that's exactly what I wanted to do to my head right there. Nah, we went to the car, put something in the air and let them thoughts go one time. And we discussed the idea of having a podcast or, doing something, not necessarily a podcast, but doing something for us to be able to reach out to people and really share our thoughts. And it's because we both know that we were talking about how we let a lot of thoughts sit in our head, and that's not a healthy thing, It's definitely good to let some of those thoughts go, because if not, you might act on the wrong ones. So we definitely...
And who better to share it with than your peers?
Hey, the world. So, we spoke about before and said we feel like everybody, at the end of the day, everybody has the same fears. Everybody eats the same, breathes the same, sleeps the same, all that, So we're all human, man. And this is definitely a platform or a way for us to put our good positive energy in the world and bring people together, because not only do we want to be a platform for ourselves and you guys as well, we want to affect our communities as well, because that's very important. Yeah, high thoughts, We want to affect our community. Definitely in the future plans have ideas of gathering some people and reaching out and volunteering, man, any minimal amount of time and effort to help those in need.
Hit that Twitter up at HighThoughts TV1. Hey, we want to know what you want to hear us talk about. We want to know if you have any events that coming out, charity events, giving back to the community, any of that stuff. We want to get out there, because getting older, I'm realizing, it's cool to say I live in Houston, but what can I do other than say I live here and work here? I ain't doing nothing for the city, and it's time to change that.
For sure. I feel like Houston has a lot of, competition within each other just because it's so motherfucking big, You got people that live in Houston and never been to A-Leaf, and you got people that live in Houston that never been to Northside and Cavalcade and all that, So it's time to put all that hate down, man. Bring the community stronger, because there's no way, as big as Houston, as populated as it is, there's no way we should not be at the forefront of a lot of things, such as music, film, anything, man. Any creative talent that we have a lot of here, and I think we've both become aware of the talent that, even just in our group of friends, we've seen,
so much talent.
Yeah, reach.
And it's just really it always boils down to, hey, support your friends the same way you support these other, people that are doing this but don't care about you.
Yeah, especially if somebody that's been putting years of dedication to this, man. People don't show love nowadays. So, yeah, we showing love, all kinds of love to all kinds of people. Ding.
Yeah, but so we're gonna go ahead and cut to the chase of the next section of the show. It's a little game that we crafted. So the podcast is called High Thoughts. So in High Thoughts fashion, we got a game called Ask Me a Question. We have some pre-rolled questions, whereas random questions could be about anything. The catch to it is you got 30 seconds to answer the question. You can't turn it down. Right now, questions might be cliche, but you know,
sir,
that's what you guys are for. Make it interesting for us for every show.
Yeah, we're definitely going to put our thoughts into it, but like I said, we want to be involved with the audience. So, you know, any random questions that you've thought about and you've always wondered what somebody else's opinions towards that question is, you know, feel free to share it with us, and we will definitely share our opinions right back with you. And another thing we did talk about, we want y'all to understand that everything that we do is nothing is going to come out of a place of hate. You know, we don't want to speak our mind on something and then be crucified for nothing, because we're just here. Like I said, everybody has their way of thinking. And
yes, I respect anybody's mindset. I don't care who you like, who you don't like, how you feel about what. Look, you're entitled to think how you want in your own life, your own mind. All I ask is you respect my mind, respect everyone around me mind, and then we can all just have a good time. You dig?
You dig. With that being said, ask me a question.
Yeah, so since I broke it down, you gotta pull that first question.
But that's what I get for singing too. Hey, we gon' I lost it, but it's all good. We gon' hey. Yeah, that's a big ass joint. Right. Okay. So this is gonna be like a two-part question. It says favorite book of all time, personal favorite book of all time, and favorite game of all time. Favorite book of all time. Hey, High Thoughts. Hey, favorite book of all time. I'm not gonna lie. Recently, I've been trying to read a lot, but it's something that I've put away. But off the top of my head, favorite book that I've ever read is called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Hope I don't get crucified for pronouncing that name wrong, but The Alchemist is a very good book. I think everybody should read it. I feel like it's a book that no matter where you're at in life, you're gonna find something out of it. You're gonna find a lesson of it within itself. So, favorite game of all time.
Yeah, I might have to check that out.
Great book. Off the top of my head, game of all time, I'll probably say Halo 3 just because I was putting it in that work. But I don't know, man. Just trying to think. Favorite game of all time. Yeah, I'll go with Halo 3. Or on 64, Perfect Dark.
Both of those are really clutch. I just had to make that face. That do-rag was too tight. My bad, dude.
It's all good.
But
the Henny flag my back.
Oh yeah, we need that sponsorship. We got the Henny flag on.
Henny flag. Shout out to Air C for both the flag and the ashtray.
Oh yeah, shout out to them. But so my question is, if I had any place I could live other than Houston, where would it be? Don't get me wrong, I love my city. I want to say that first and foremost.
It's love, hate.
But yeah, it depends. It's for the seasons. Now, in the summer, if I had to have a summer home, it would probably be somewhere in Cali. Somewhere that's clutch, ducked off, not the basic LA scene, somewhere that's just, real low-key, but by the beach still. So me and my fam got a nice little view.
Fuck it, I'ma make a hit today.
It's a pretty little clutch decision, huh?
Yeah. That's what I gotta go with.
Cool. Let's get it rolling, shit. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here.
If they talk about us, just know it ain't coming.
We gonna have to cut this one off because
We can do it too, not just believe.
Damn.
It's all good. Let's see. Question for me is my last meal before I go outside.
Sad, not bad.
I would.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed
Yeah,
as
you know what I'm
dialed.
saying? That's the ringtone a lot of y'all gonna get in the next year or two. Don't
Hello.
reach out to me. I don't even save numbers in the first place, so don't do it to yourself. Damn, what was my question? I already forgot. Play this
Last
shit.
meal you
Last
could go
meal.
out.
Damn. I zoned out last
Going
meal.
outside.
So last meal, like, it depends, you feel me? There's a lot of moves with foods. But let's say some daytime activity going on and I wanna be able to die like comfortably. I don't wanna feel like I'm out to yak or nothing. We're gonna go out and have a fire-ass salad, a nice-ass poke bowl. You know what I mean? That shit is always clutch. Nighttime, we're probably gonna have to get a fat-ass steak or some shit, fat-ass burger, something manly that I feel like I ain't about to just go out feeling like a complete bitch. Yeah, something crazy.
Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my.
Yeah, some steaks.
Sheesh. Guess it's on me again.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Top 5 artists that helped me get through life. Dang.
Hey, just because I like music, I'm going to have to hop in there, but I'm going to let you get it.
Yeah, you know.
I'm going to hop in there right after.
Open forum, everybody in.
Yeah.
Dang, so that helped me get through life. Top 5. Number 1, if you know me, you know J. Cole.
Cold World.
To me, the most relatable person I could relate with, at least as far as the stories he would tell in his music. 2, I really liked Joey Badass growing up. I mean, he was always a young MC, but he was always very, very lyrical. Way back to the Pro Era tapes back with Steve's, R.I.P. to him.
Real, that's my guy.
3rd, man, I would say early Kanye.
Okay.
I really liked early Kanye. Early. I still like Kanye. Shout out to Kanye.
Yeah.
But, you know, early, like graduation, college dropout, that was, you know.
That shit was getting us through life, man.
At my time. Yeah, for sure. Dang. I can't say rappers without mentioning Lil Wayne. I know he's, you know, whatever, but that's the GOAT. Whether you like it or not, that's the GOAT forever and ever. My last one, man.
Can't remember it's personal, you feel me? No backlash. People that got you through your life, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Wayne. Last one for me, I would say. Dang.
I don't never disrespect my lungs.
It's gonna be on the R&B now. It's not. It's not. This is that boy Chris Breezy, man. You know, he was making all the hits, literally, and
I remember being in 7th grade and listening to Run It.
Y'all know if you had something going back in like middle school, high school, you know that popping really. That poppin'.
I used to sing that shit to some girl in middle school.
You know, as soon as you do that, it's game over. She coming home to the cribbo.
To the parents' cribbo.
Yeah. So, right here, we want to take a little break. All right. I know that was my question, but I want to know what your top 5 artists is as well.
That helped me get through life, man. That was a clutch little 5. You know, I definitely got like 1 or 2 that I'm going to throw on mine. But personally, top 5, man, Kid Cudi, number 1. He was falling to number 2, but that Kid See Ghost really came at the right time like usual, you know. Came through and lifted me up. But Kid Cudi for sure saved my life. Capital Steez, number 2. You know, I definitely relate to a lot of what he was talking about for sure. Number 3, I had to throw 50 up there. You know what I'm saying? 50 had something for me. And let's see. Number 4, I would put up, might have to put up 3 Stacks or Outkast. I was listening to a lot of Outkast for sure, and I'm from Houston, so we're gonna say number 5, UGK, Pimp C, Bun B,
Hold It Down,
Elasticos.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know, that was our little game called Ask Me a Question. It's not gonna be the last time you see that, and we definitely gonna find little things to get us involved in there. You know what I mean? So. All right, so, you know, that was the first segment of our show for today, you know, introducing the podcast to you, letting them know where we come from, where our inspirations were to get here. But we also wanted to make it a point to where we can get to know each other as well. You know, me and Peach here, we've been, like I said, we've been around for each other for a long time, you know, but we never sat down and got to know each other, you know, and really understand where we came from individually, you know. So we're gonna knock that out today, and I feel like that's gonna be good for us. So you guys can understand as well, like why we think the way we think, why we talk the way we talk, why, you know, everything about us. So I guess I'm going first, huh? See me, huh? So all right, I'm gonna start off with something basic. Where were you born, and where have you lived? Like I said, Houston's a big ass city, so even if you've been in Houston, you could live in a lot of fucking places.
Okay.
A little simple.
I'm gonna start it with I was born in downtown Houston, the medical center, of course. Don't remember the hospital, honestly, but guess what? From there, I remember I was raised in Mo City. Shout out to Mo City over there by Quail Valley. That area. Moved to Sugarland. I mean, I was one of those kids where I got dropped off at my granny house, too. So I was always at my granny house. She stayed at 3rd Ward. So, I mean, I really could say I've been moving all over the city.
Yeah. Good balance of the city, you know.
Rosenberg, everywhere.
Hey, man.
All right, so now that you asked me a question, it's only right that I ask you one.
Let's get it.
And mine's gonna be, what is your #1 passion and goal in life?
#1 passion and goal in life. I definitely want to play a role to where I can better anything. You know, I feel like throughout life I've been able to see the impact that I leave on people. Sorry, I'm Hispanic. I've been able to see the impact that I leave with people for sure. You know, just years after having that relationship with them, I know that I make my presence known. You know what I mean? Like I feel like my energy is very powerful.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted to say.
They giving you love, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, so my goal is to be able to get into a position where I can better the world, better myself, definitely, you know, better anything around for anybody around me. And I definitely want to leave my mark because I don't have this theory, but I've talked about it before. To me, I feel like everybody dies twice, you know. Once when you physically die and once when like the last person talks about you for the very, very last time and you're not in anybody else's memory. So I definitely want to live forever in that sense to where my impact is infinite.
Only what you do will last.
Exactly. So
Not what you got.
Oh, so let's see. I had a question similar to that, but let's say, all right, what would you say are some of the most important things that you've learned through life up to this point?
Okay.
HighThoughts.
Most important things I can say that I've learned in life, man, keeping your word. Your word, that's one thing. Growing up, I was really loose with it. But, you know, as you get older, I see, like, it's genuine. Your word is really bond. Like, if you live by your word, you're not trying to do something, you're not. You say you're going to do something, you do it, such as this podcast. That's one thing that they can't take from you. So that, one thing, another thing that I learned that's valuable is learning how to save money.
Shit, for real.
And I can't say that I'm a pro at that, you know.
But it's a slight improvement for sure.
For sure. Hey, the first step is always admitting you got a problem, and I know I got a problem.
Thanks, yeah, I got a problem with that too, you know, for sure.
All right, so my next question for you, Mr. M. Gotta say, in your entire childhood, what's the most memorable moment?
Sheesh. I ain't gonna lie, I had a tough little childhood, so I ain't really had a lot of good memories. But, I mean, if I could just throw one off the top of my head, man, I had this one lady who was like my mom to me. No diss to my mom, by the way, I love her too. I just, you know, family problems, I didn't really grow up with my mother like that, but this lady, she was like a second mother to me, and I never really had birthdays like that. I never got a chance to celebrate good birthdays, but for one, I believe it was like my 7th or 8th year, something like that. She rented out not rented it out, but she threw a little party for me at the celebration station. before that shit turned into Zuma or whatever the hell. Back before it got weak. But yeah, that shit was fire. I was in that bitch with a fucking tuxedo wearing a suit and everything, driving go-karts and shit.
Fly as a little nigga.
Yeah, that's one of I don't have a lot of pictures either from my childhood, so that's one of the ones that I think I still have. If not, I remember how that bitch looks, so it's whatever. But I'll say that. That and just, I'll leave it at that. That was a good little one.
Cool, yeah.
Oh shit, it's my turn. Hey.
It's that one right here.
All right, so talking like a little personal, were you somebody that I said right now that I didn't really have a good background, in terms of I didn't really have my mother there or whatever. But it's something, were you close with your family, with your relatives? Because, it's something to be close with your family, your immediate family, at the household. But a lot of people, a lot of families, they're cool with everybody, to where they do the whole family reunion. And that's something I always envy, man, the whole, Well,
I can't say this. One thing I can say about my family is they are very family-oriented. They take everybody in like family, and once you come into the family, it's really you're there forever, regardless of whatever happens.
Yeah,
and we do the family reunions. I don't make it to all of them. I wish I could, older, time flies, you lose track of time, all type of stuff goes on. And I want to reach out to my family more because, that's what's really what's going to last for you in life.
That's a mission of mine, a recent mission of mine is to go back to the family and touch, touch back to the roots, man. You can get lost in this world easily.
So easily.
Let's see. Oh, it's on you, my guy.
All right, so my next question for you is going to be, who is the most influential person in your life growing up?
Most influential, I would definitely say my dad, off top. Just because, like I said, I've definitely gone through some hard times, some hard times, and it was just me and Pops going through it, I remember picking up change on parking lots to go buy loaf of breads and drinking it with a pineapple soda and going back to the crib and sitting on goddamn carpet and eating that shit and sleeping on the floor. There's just a lot of shit, man. I grew up, so I say my Pops. I know the effort he had to put into me being here and being who I am, so.
Shout out to dads, all the dads around the world.
Shout out to mothers, too. Shout out to family. Yeah. Shout out to everybody.
Everybody. As long as you handling your business, shout out to you, okay?
Yeah.
I like that.
Let's see.
So, my next, it's on you.
My bad. Let's see. I guess this is going to be the last question I ask you. So, I say, what's your dream job as a child, and how has that changed? Because I know, your first dream job is always something amazing, but some people's dreams get shot down.
Man.
But it's never too late.
That typical dream, man. I always grew up, I wanted to be in the NBA. That was my dream,
Yeah. Hey, but you was nice. I remember you used to hoop back in the day. Yeah, you was nice.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to all the schools and everybody that did support me when I hooped.
Shout out to everybody that caught the ankles.
You. Hey, but we still out here. You can still come get to work at a LA Fitness near you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was really my dream job. I wanted to be in the league. And, really, other than that, I always was told that I was funny. I don't see it. You might laugh. Maybe it's me, my face or something.
Yeah, I forget the same thing. I'm like, damn, I'm a goofy.
But shit, maybe I need to go stand up in front of a stage with motherfuckers and see if I can make some money doing that.
Yeah, you never know. We might have to tag team your local improv and, let them know that we got jokes on this side.
Yeah, so last question I'm going to ask you as well is, this is a personal question, too. Like I said, guys, we family here. We family. So this is, what is the worst pain that you've ever, experienced? Not physical, but, something that really hurt you that you had to get through.
Whew. Let's see. Something tough that I had to do. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just put it out there. I definitely had a heartbreak that shit sucked. I had multiple heartbreaks, but I say I say a heartbreak from a girl, man, because, like I said, I was a very introverted person growing up. So just that attachment that you grow to people, you know, somebody that you, it's just, you know.
Yeah, you have somebody to kick it with all the time, for sure,
you know,
man.
that's a tough thing to get over. Hey, you know what I mean?
Shout out.
Yeah. But it's a good thing when it's all love on the other end, you know what I mean? So it doesn't hurt that bad. But that's, I would say something like that, you know, or something like, just like seeing my dad have to go through what he, like I said back, seeing him to have to go through that shit and,
yeah,
you know, being a part of it and not being able to do anything at that time to help. Like that shit, that's a tough situation to be in. But, you know, one of those two, I guess.
Yeah. You conquer, though.
Hey, every day is a new day.
Okay, so that concludes the interview. I definitely learned a lot of things about
For real.
M7M that, man, I didn't know about. And, you know, I hope he feels the same. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
for
a little
sure,
bit
you know.
closer. We are closer now. So now that we are this close, go ahead and scroll down a little bit and like the video and go ahead and subscribe if you
Yeah,
haven't
man,
done
for
that
sure.
already.
Leave comments if you can relate to anything, you know. I feel like it was a good balance of background, you know, and it shows the chemistry, you know, that we believe we have, and that's why we attack this, you know, this mission or this stepping stone or whatever it is. So, you know, make sure you show us love. Let us know what you think. Anything else that you might want us to ask, just hit us up, man. It's all love on this end.
Remember, the Twitter is at HighThoughts TV1. The YouTube channel is HighThoughts TV. All one word. Don't put no spaces in that thing, baby. It's all one word, baby. All one word.
One word. Also, you feel me? We curated a little playlist here, half and half. We did like 6 and 6 songs, something slight, you know, to have in the background while you guys listen to us. So just in case you ain't rocking what we saying, you got a fire song to listen to. So you feel me? Hey, if you want to go ahead and fuck with that playlist, we also made a little playlist, like I said, and you guys can follow me at Mind7Matter, MIND7 MATTER, Spotify. If you want to go ahead and jam that playlist out, man. We're gonna try to keep this going. So every episode, curate another playlist. Hopefully, bring some new tunes to your ears. You know, definitely that's something we want to do.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy on the comments. Hey, whenever you having a day, something crazy happen, or you just have one of those wild thoughts, you in the middle of your high thoughts break, you in traffic, whatever. Just
And there's a lot.
hashtag high thoughts. Hashtag just a high thought.
Yeah.
We're gonna check on it. We want to know everything that you're going through.
Everything and anything, but don't keep it too personal. Cause,
New topics every week, and we want y'all to keep us on our toes, and we're gonna keep y'all on y'all's too.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, after this, you know, hopefully we did a good job of getting ourselves exposed to who we really are and letting you guys understand. So from now on, you know, there's definitely going to be more topics, more concrete ideas that we want to attack as the episodes come on. So it's not the last time. Trust me that. We will be in here hopefully we deliver every Sunday. That's the goal right now. So every Sunday we're going to try to drop something new on your head. If it ain't an episode, we might just go outside and record something random shit. We're gonna be in your face.
Hey, we multifaceted, multi-talented, baby. You gonna see us here. You might see us doing skits. You might see us on a
making
house.
beats. We might do everything.
Out here, LA Fitness, giving buckets.
You can get
Come and find me.
I hit those.
I freaked it.
Hey, right on cue. You feel me? Good ass little song to finish too. But hey. Cross break your ankles, and you already know that that's not in no playful sense, cause I'm trying to get dividends. Yeah, I'm just a sinning man trying to get this, trying to get ends like cigarette butts. It don't really matter, but we in them guts.
In them guts, yeah, we in them guts. We grindin' like rust. Niggas tryna come find me like must, cause the money got me thinking, yeah, I must say must. I just do it like Nike. I got bitches walking, they tryna hike me. I mean, hike to me to come find me. I just do it, stick it in the flow like an ivy. I ain't never stop, I ain't never jump from the beat.
Hey, and we ain't ever take defeat, only dubs. Like we was playing with KD and then pull up like, what it do? Fuck KD though, cause he's a snake. And that maybe I just love to hate, but maybe I just wanna see the fucking Ace get a championship ring this year. Shout out to Mello. You already know I sip that yellow. That means the pineapple soda and no rubbo. Tussin', pull up, yeah, you know I ain't cuffing. Yeah, this is straight shit. No, I'm not bluffing. Hey.
Hop on the beat, if he mess up, I pick it up like a nigga fumble. Then I just do it, I make the money tumble. Fell off the beat for a second, but I don't mumble. Back to it like a bee, cause I bumble like a bee. Call me Muhammad Ali, cause I knock these niggas out and I ain't in no ring. And I need a ring with the 5-carat thing. I mean, I watch that's fucking glistening. I want a fucking ring for everyone on the team, man.
Everybody that's chillin', listening, and I got 1 minute, so I'm about to kill it. You know I'm about to concentrate on every fucking lyric. It don't really matter, before I think it, I'ma spit it. Yeah, I come through and I spits on my pivot. I know I never travel, but even then I'm getting lifted, gifted. What the fuck, shit shifted. Yeah, fuck your bitch.
And we back at it on the HighThoughts. What the fuck you thought? I caught it like Randy Moss and he dropped it, I tossed like Vic, ran like Nick Saint. Yeah, that is cause I'm chasing the bag and you niggas is lagging. I got the motherfucking Teasy tagging, y'all tagging, toe tagging. I almost fell off, but I'm back with it. Back with it, the beat about to go off and I still hit it. Still quit it, I never hit it, I never quit it, I never lit it, and we still on the beat and back with it.
Episode 1's a wrap, motherfuckers. Appreciate y'all, love y'all.
Like and subscribe.